Good to see everybody this morning. Look at your neighbor and say, hello, good to see you. How are you? Good to be seen. That's old school right there. I heard it. Came up, good to be seen. Y'all be having some sayings. I'm like, good to see, good to be seen. Happy I woke up on the right side. Like, all right, nice. All right, so really quick, this is not for separation, but I just want to see who we have in the house. Where are the single folks in the house? Yeah? All right. Not for long, brother. You sharp. I'm telling you, it's coming. You got man, let me tell you, you got money all over you. Check him out. Uh-oh, you don't have to, never mind. Don't tell him. All right. Now, where are the married folks in the house? Okay, not as much vigor. That's all right. All right, so really quick, maybe somebody shout it out. What is the one question before you got married, and single folks now, what's the one question before you got married that you always, or the answer rather, that you always heard when you said, how do you know it's the right one? Somebody shout it out. You just know, right? You just know. And I would get that answer too. I would ask, old school brothers, man, how did you, man, you just know. And I hated that answer. But now being in marriage, I found out that it's true. So I'm gonna give you a title, You Just Know, all right? So let's walk through this thing really quick. Some of the answers, and I'm coming for the brothers, because back in Valentine's Day, brother, I was supposed to come back to the brothers and just, God led me in different ways. We talked about women finding the right man. So today we're gonna help our brothers out. Is that all right? No, ladies, is that all right? They was like, I guess, Stan. So let's help them out today. A lot of times when you talk in circles of men, you ask like, how do you know this is the right one? And people say, well, she has a servant's heart, stuff like that. You'll hear she can cook, right? You'll hear that. Then you'll hear, man, I just can't stop thinking about her, right? Now, I mean, these are good things, right? She has a servant's heart until she get mad at you. Right, and then your side of the room dirty, and her side is spick and span as usual, right? I used to wonder, man, my wife washes the clothes, man, but she don't have no whites, and I used to notice that sometimes the whites just didn't get folded. That might be petty, but sometimes they just wouldn't be folded. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Everything else got folded, except for the whites. She can cook. It's a good one, right? They say the way to a woman's heart is through a man's stomach, right? Oh, yeah, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Yeah, she can cook until y'all have kids. Huh? Come on, somebody. She been working all day. She been dealing with them kids all night. She tired, so you end up eating SpaghettiOs. Yeah, you went from beans, greens, potatoes, corn, you name it, to SpaghettiOs. Because that's what the kids eating. So, here's what it is, right? We just talking a little truth today. Then you hear, because I just couldn't stop thinking about him. You know the song, I can't stop thinking about her, right? Yeah. But let me say two things. One, that can be unhealthy on both sides. Number one, if you can't stop thinking about her, there's a lot of things that could be going on there. Yeah, you could have a stalker ministry going on. I know a guy that told me he jumped in his girl's trunk. Yeah. And found out everything he wanted to know. But it lost on both ends when he told her, because I was in the trunk. Really? Wow, you just hopping in the trunks now? What kind of man hops in the trunk? Couldn't even win that. That's a loss. That's 2 L's in a row. Yeah, there's too much. If you're thinking about her all the time, now don't get me wrong, fellas, you need to have her on your mind. But if you're thinking about her all the time, you're not getting work done. You leaving work on your lunch break. There's a lot going on. And it sounds like some sin going on to me. Okay. We don't want to be honest. I mean, if ain't nobody thinking about a great personality all the time, all right. Y'all don't want to be honest. I'm just saying, get it right. Here we go. So here's the thing, man. When I met my wife, normally you give 3 points. Today, just one brief point. I want to just tell you men this. One thing that I've learned, and this could be just my personal thing, but when I really talk to men and get to the bottom of it, it's the fact that she makes you better, right? If you are with a woman and she does not cause you to want to be the best you that you can be, she's probably not the one. And it's not her fault. It just is what it is. I'm going to give you an example. When I met my wife, I was doing comedy full time, right? Which, and I had been off tour for a little while, so that means I was living on the couch. Come on, somebody. Somebody know what I'm talking about. I was paying my rent, though, but, I was paying for a couch. And met my wife, and it was interesting. When I first met her, we were playing a role, right? I met her on set. She was playing my girlfriend. She made fun of my little BlackBerry. That's how bad it was. I had a BlackBerry after, like, 2007, and that's rough. You still got the BlackBerry going, right? Had the BlackBerry. She came to my show, and she finally came over, and she sat on the couch, and I told her, you're in my bedroom. And she didn't call me for a week. Never happened before. Never happened. I was like, oh, wow. Well, at least I told her. So then, somewhere about a month into dating her, I just felt unsettled. I said, God, I know I'm doing this comedy full time and I'm trying to make it, but there's more. I just began to feel that there was more. So I prayed. I said, God, I need you to bless me with my own bedroom. And he was serious. And in a week's time, the neighbor was actually about to move out, and he had a 2-bedroom. He was looking to downsize, and we just took our things and moved in there, right? So I got that place, right? Then I said, but I can't take her nowhere that I want to take her. And God, I guess I'll get a little part-time job. Started there, right? Then I was like, because I had been doing this full time. Like, it's good until it ain't in entertainment. You understand? And so then I moved from there to a job full time. I said, man. And so I told her, I said, listen, if you will give me 7 months, I will make sure that you are taken care of and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do anymore. And I began to work, and in 7 months, I made enough to buy her the ring, you know what I mean, when I decided, okay, that's going to be it. And from there, all of a sudden, I went from a guy who, before comedy, was making 6 figures and doing well and selling medical devices to going to comedy full time and somehow losing what God had called me to be, and then meeting her, right? And then all of a sudden gaining everything back that was already inside of me. But the interesting thing was I had dated a lot of women in between then. But it was something about my wife that made me want to be better. See, if she doesn't cause you to want to be the best you that you can be, fellas, I'm telling you right now, you're wasting your time. She's got to pull something out of you. God called her to be the helpmeet to you, meaning that you guys work together and build to where it is you're going. And since then, I work 3 jobs now. I'm talking about comedy, anything I can get my hands on, I'm doing it because she brought that out of me. And see, you have to understand it's a very important thing for you to really grasp that concept. We were sitting and talking to a couple that's been married for 40 years, and they said, he was aggravated. He was like, man, my wife's so particular. You know, she wants me to do it like this, and she has to have it like this. She's such a queen. And I sat back, and I was thinking about myself, and I thought about their situation, and they were going back and forth bickering, but it was cute. And I said, you know what, though? as I looked up talking to them and we were sitting in a mansion. Huh? As he showed me all the screens around his house that he has to make the money that he makes and doing everything he does, I said, you know what? To be honest, I really feel like her being particular brought the best out of you and caused you to move to where you were going. So if she don't bring the best out of you, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. And that's just a prime example. So fellas, look at me good. Stop settling for what you think you deserve and go for what God has for you.